zombies. Time for the double barrel boy. Hopefully for the last time.
So there is a lot of zombies here, more enemies on top of that. I think I only have 2 chocolate bars of health, so I'm actually just gonna highly recommend, if you have less than full health because of how long this checkpoint is, go die. Just go take some damage, restart, and start from, I think you'll start at the door, the front door, and then you'll want to come back up here. But that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go take some damage and die. Let me go, yeah, here we go. So there's a couple things we're going to want to do here, which is the main thing is getting all 3 keys, which we're going to want to work our way up here. So there's a checkpoint really after you get the 3rd key, but the first 2 keys, I don't think there is really much of a checkpoint other than the fact we're going to want to take out these bats, and there's 2 sets of bats, I think 4 in each room, and at least they will be gone if we do die once we collected the first key. Oh, I should probably look for the actual bat that I should be looking for. Alright. So the reason I'm doing it this way is because it's easier to just shoot them. Going like that and just take them out that way instead of watching them try to go at me like this. But I think that's all of them. I feel like the first one died just while it was attacking me. Okay. So there is also a set of little zombies down underneath us, but I'm actually going to avoid those because you can just run past them. I highly recommend doing that if you are quick enough and if you are skilled enough just kind of maneuvering around with Conkers. So we are going to go get the first key, which is in this room over here. And you do have to take this path. You have to do them in order or else you will not get them. You won't be able to get to the second key without getting this first one and putting the key in the doorway. Man, why is camera angle so bad? Okay. I feel like my controls are switched or something. There we go. Apologies for all the camera flips. I am not doing so good on that. And also I feel like Conker is kind of flipping me around when he shouldn't be. But I'm sure that will get fixed when I get out of using the gun. I gotcha. So those 2 ones kind of just hide out right around this area. So if you just run in, you're probably going to get attacked. And as far as I know, there is no chocolates for quite a while. So highly recommend taking it as slow as possible. Ooh. There we go. That's easy. Okay, so maybe there was just 6 bats. Could have sworn there was 8. Okay. So, very bad luck. Don't do what I did. Don't fall. Take this slow as can be. But you can see the bats are dead. I didn't have to kill them again, which is nice. Still probably going a little too fast. Yes, let's just do it this way. So now we got our key. We got to go back to the main room. If I can get a camera angle that doesn't suck, that will be great. I feel like that is probably my biggest complaint with this, is some of the clunkiness of it, and then terrible camera angles. The storyline is so fun. The gameplay is actually pretty good as well for something that is over 20 years old. But that is the one problem I have with it. It's just, well, I guess it's 2, clunkiness and yeah, camera angle. So you're going to take a right. Do not take a left. You will die. You'll fall right off. And so now we're going to go back to the library, which was the original room that I was in with the bats, where we used the context sensitivity for the first time, taking out the bats. So hopefully those stay dead, because I was not smart enough to double check. And we are good. So let's just go down this way, and we're going to have a little horde of zombies that we're going to need to avoid. And keep walking, Conker. So, just, you know, you might take a little damage, but honestly, I find it easier to just run away from them than it is to take them on and possibly take damage there. When you're pulling out your gun, you're moving slower, you're trying to aim. This way, we're just kind of running. So, run. There's one to your left. There should be another one coming up here soon. Yep. And then I would go wide. And then you are at the door. You can see the barrel. We're going to use Mr. Barrel later. So, the first key and the first half of the second key is the hardest. After that, it actually gets pretty easy. So, we're going to take out this guy over here. We don't want anybody trying to sneak up on us when we're getting, like, basically ambushed, which is what's going to happen up here. Ah! Go. So, here, we're going to get ambushed. It's kind of the same thing. They're right around the corner. So we're going to drag them out, give us a little bit more room. Okay, so stay wide. Another one. Up. Off. No, no. Oh, I thought she was going to turn around. That also bothers me. When, like, I'm trying to rotate and I feel... Jeez, I wonder if if they're going to respawn there. When I'm trying to rotate and get away from these guys, they kind of just, like, it messes up completely, in my opinion. It flips me like doing a 180. There we go. So the next room is going to be even harder. Luckily, I've only taken like 2 damage. In my opinion, for me, that's not bad. Alright, well. Ah! I'm having a hard time aiming. It's so sensitive right now. There we go. Okay, so I just gotta play it safe. And I haven't really had a problem after this room. Doesn't even move and I still miss him. Yeah, it's like slowly aiming up when I'm looking, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't think I have enough range to take these guys out. Nope. Getting out of here. Apologies for the bad aiming. It's gonna take me a while. But at least... Oh. Go, so that's 2 down. And I think there's a lot more on Live and Reloaded than there is on the N64. They added a lot of zombies into this area, which is kind of crazy to me. Because I found this area to be not the most difficult, but when you don't really know what you're doing, it can be pretty time consuming. just because there's so many of them, and there's no health. So you really like gotta play it like it's like Dark Souls or something, where you're taking it slow. You know, there's a lot of guys just kind of hanging out, waiting around the corner, which in a game that doesn't have like, you know, N64 controllers are not meant to be used for first-person shooters. So it makes it a little hard, in my opinion. But we've made it through the difficult part. I'll show you guys kind of an easy way to get through this. And at this point, we're pretty far into the checkpoint. Okay. I don't think any spawn behind you, which is good. Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so we're gonna go into this area right here. I actually didn't even really explore farther to see what else is out here, because with the lack of health, it's just better to not mess around. And kind of like what you can do this, you can use the tombstone in the original area with the zombies. I recommend you kind of just do this to get through this area. Let's see if I can get her. There we go. Let's take her out. Why not? Not taking any chances at this point, because I think if you die here, you're still gonna have to go get the first key, and I don't want to have to do that. But now that we've taken out all the zombies, we should be able to just run this back without much of a problem. And remember, you can always just outrun the zombies. I think some of them are going to spawn back once we get back to is that the kitchen area or the living room, whatever he calls it. So take a right here. Make sure you got a good camera angle. You got to go across the kind of new bridge that popped up when we put in key 1. And if you fall off there, it's going to be a bad time. Luckily, Conkers is pretty fast with this key. They don't slow him down, which is really nice. I know a lot of games, like, once you got to pick up the key item, they try to make things slower, which is just a hassle. So, we can go here. Yeah, you can see that some of them start spawning again. So, I would expect them to respawn here as well. Okay, so it looks like we're okay here. And so this second key is going to open up the 3rd floor of the house, with this basically being the base level. Okay, there we go. That was the cutscene that I was looking for. And you can see now we got some chocolates. So let's jump our way up. And go to the left. And then we kind of have to go around the 2nd floor again. So make sure you jump. And take a little shortcut here. You should see the ladder coming up in front of you. Yep. So let's get the chocolate on the 2nd jump. Actually, never mind. With how much health I have, I don't want to die on this jump. And then jump off to the right. So here, we want to jump up, use the little super jump. That's what I call it. And here we go. We now have access to take the key down. That will take us back to the main room. Ooh, close. So a little jump here, a little platforming. Ooh. And that's why I wanted that health. So I think you have to use the super jump to get up to the key. I'm sure you can see that on my screen. Once we get to here, I think this is kind of the key location you want to get to. And there we go. Now just pick up, and we can run along the side. And we're almost out of this chapter. So we are going to have to make a pretty grand exit, and that is what the barrel is for. So if you didn't like the barrel run in the beginning, sorry to say, this one is going to be a little bit longer. I actually didn't really have a problem with it at all. I think it's kind of fun, but the beginning is kind of do or die.
Finally. Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Come on. So get yourself a good camera angle, and let's start rolling. So, like this I do not like. This is a little better. There we go. Let's get situated. There we go. Woo! Okay. That's fine. So, let's go get the barrel. Let's get out of here. So I say I don't have a problem with this part, but then immediately die at the very beginning of it. Just kind of little taps on the thumbstick usually does it. So now we are through the hardest part. Wasn't too bad. Back through the graveyard. Go back to where Grim was originally, and we're almost out of here. So let's go off here to the right. Off here. And then there's going to be a little ramp right there. Take that ramp over and then just head straight. So if you try to come through here without the barrel, you won't be able to make it up this stream, which is why we need it. And we're actually going to spawn back to where Birdie was. Hi, all you nice flowers. Let's go through here. Ah, cash.
So, you want some great stuff?
Yeah. Cash. Right.
Okay. Go through here. Come up here. Birdie should still be asleep. The contact sensitivity should still be maxed out. So nothing there for us. We are, though, gonna head up here. We gotta do the same jumps and make it through the tutorial. So you should know this pretty well. I mean, if you fall, you fall. I don't think you'll take any damage. There we go. Gargoyle is still gone. So we don't have to worry about him and using our frying pan or our shoddy on him. I don't think he'd like the shotgun as much. But this, guys, is the end of Chapter 7. We're going to head into Chapter 8, which is a really fun one. It is long. There's a good amount of cutscenes, and parts of it can be pretty difficult, but it's a fun one. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Catch you on the next one.